Right. So number one, I think, is send me your project idea. And this is the same thing as like your team name. So, if you're making a pizza place like Farhan's Pizza or whatever, hopefully it's not Farhan's Pizza. But yeah. If you need another day to do this, it's fine because it's probably the biggest decision you can make in Capstone, right? What your idea is going to be. Like we've talked about, you're probably bored of hearing me say it. Reach for the moon, though. Something exciting that excites you. Even if it's something you can't dream of finishing over 3 weeks or over 4 weeks. Just go for it, right? And what was two? Team leader creates a repo, and everyone makes a contribution. And that's what lecture is going to be today. How do we do this, right? So any questions on those objectives before we jump in? Okay.
Do you recommend like for number 2, instead of a repo, we create an organization and go from
You
there?
asked me this exact question, so I'm going to give the same answer. You absolutely can, but it might be overkill. And it's not what I'm going to show you today, the flow. But you certainly can if you want to. Okay, so step one, right? The TL will create a repo. Actually, I think let's do creating a repo. Actually, I think it's probably better to use create next app first. So it will probably be easier. So what are we doing? So we'll use npx create next app. And let's say, I'm just going to call it Capstone, and you can maybe call it Capstone as well until you finalize the actual idea. All right, let's cd into Capstone. Let's open that up. And now let's go ahead and in GitHub, make a new repo. I'm surprised that name is available. Create repo. So this is kind of all our normal steps so far. That's why I'm not like giving you guys notes on it or anything. So what do we want to do? We want to remote add origin of Capstone. And then, we'll make our first commit. I forgot to commit. What?
You need to provide the message within.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? Yeah. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So create the next app. Create a repo as normal. TL. Make your first commit and push as normal. And then, so did this push up? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, now, let's pretend that we have some teammates, right? Yeah. So this is kind of all the TL. They do this, but then the teammates, what do, right? They have to fork the repo that the TL created. So can I have a, does anyone think did anyone do the pre-work first of all? So I'll start there. Okay. 2 of you. Great guys. Okay. So, Farhan, yeah, let's take it to you now, if you don't mind. So I'm going to have you screen share, and then as if Farhan's on my team. So he's going to find my repo. So let me send this in our Discord. Okay. And now Farhan is going to screen share, please. And then pull up that very quick. And then he's going to fork this repo. So he's my teammate. I'm the team leader. So step 1, he's going to fork it. Yep. And then step 2 is he's going to clone his forked repo. So it's creating a copy of mine into his GitHub. So see how it says forked from Next.JS capstone. So now he's going to copy the link and make a clone. So yeah. So he forked it. He's going to make a clone now of it.
Is it this?
Yeah, yeah. Except you try to do git clone. Yeah, you have a tilde there at the end by mistake.
Oh,
but because I don't want double capstone, because you created a folder called capstone and this is already called capstone. So then it'll be capstone inside of capstone. So I think if you do space // it will, right at the end here. Yeah. So space // I think it'll, no //
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I think that'll put it in the right folder. Okay, enter. Okay, yeah. So now he's going to make a change as if he was contributing to our team, right? So yeah, beautiful. You can do that. So he's going to clear out some of the junk here.
Okay.
Yeah, so this will be his change. So he's going to save it and add it and commit it. Oh, I don't think he saved it for him.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he's going to make sure it's good to go. And then you might want to re-add because, yeah. Yeah. And then he's going to push it. So he's pushing to his fork. Okay.
Oh,
master. Yeah, master. But now the thing is, so now go to your GitHub and click refresh. Let's see if those changes are there. Yeah. So click on, yeah, we're fine. So now do you see how it says this branch is 1 commit ahead of Next.JS capstone? So I'm the team leader, right? So the changes that he pushed aren't in my repo. So what he has to do is, there's a bunch of different ways to do this, but you can click that contribute right there. Oh no. Or we can do it here. Yeah. See the contribute to the right? So open a pull request. So basically pull request, Farhan's requesting that I pull his code into my repo, right? So let's take a moment to look at the top there. So we're sending it to Next.JS capstone. The branch is master. I recommend always just using master. Simplify things. Yeah. And then we're using his current master. So if you scroll down below, you see the changes that were made. So this all got deleted, all the red here. And then Farhan is going to click create pull request. Yeah. Create pull request.
Do you want me to stop sharing?
Yes. Now it's in my the ball's in my court, right? As the team leader. So let me start sharing again. And now if we notice, the junk is still here, right? Even though Farhan submitted that PR request. So, well, let me turn it to you guys, right? What do I have to do now? Does anyone remember from the pre-work? What is my step now to get Farhan's code approved?
Do we go to the pull
request?
Yeah. So there's a pull request. There's a 1 here. So I'm going to click that. And then I can take a look at deleted junk, right? And here I can see what changed, blah, blah, blah. And then I can review changes. Oh, yeah, I actually don't need to do that. Let me go back. There we go. And now if it looks good, I can go to merge pull request and can confirm merge. So now this is taking Farhan's commits and merging them into my branch. Now it should be good, right? Yeah. So now, let's say that I, in the README, actually went and deleted this all and cleared this out, right? And I commit this. So this can actually this can be a change that the team leader does or anyone else does, right? They're basically working on the code some more and they push a change. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, here's the problem now, or one of the problems. My local repo doesn't have the changes from GitHub, right? So I'm going to do git pull. And I have to specify where I'm pulling from. Okay, now those changes are good. And now I made another change in the README. So I'm going to add those changes. I'm going to push origin master. And now my changes as team leader goes directly to master, so I don't have to do a pull request. But now the problem is, Farhan, you want to share your code? So now the problem is what, though, about the changes I just made? Go to your VS Code, Farhan. Yeah, go to the README. So what do we see that we don't like?
It hasn't changed. It doesn't update.
Yeah. So now what should Farhan do? And this is the trickiest part of lecture.
Doesn't he have to remote into yours as well?
He has to pull, but if he tries to pull from his, what's the problem?
It's not going to have the update.
His fork doesn't have it. So what he has to do is actually pull from mine. But if you type in git remote -v, mine isn't there. It just says Farhan. So he has to add a remote, which we're going to call upstream. Yeah, git remote add upstream. And then paste in my URL. Yeah. And now he needs to pull from git pull upstream master. because that's where the most current changes are. So as a team lead, as a team member, this is going to be the normal way you pull everyone else's code. So yeah, you can press enter on here. Hopefully it works. Yeah, and there we go. So you guys so as a normal team member, okay, thanks Farhan. Yeah, you're good. And then I'll share my screen. So as a normal team member, what did you do? You forked the repo that the TL created. Forked the repo that the TL created. Clone your forked repo. Make changes and commit them and push them to your forked repo. Create PRs. Your team leader will have to approve them. And then occasionally you should run git pull rebase, git pull upstream master to grab other people's code. So all the other contributions from your team members, right? So that is so today, do you guys want one more example from you guys to see the flow, or we think we're good? But basically, like, I want to see like Calypso was here or made a contribution. So every team member should go through this process just to make sure it works and makes sense. Questions on this flow? Okay, and then occasionally you're going to encounter, maybe we can actually do that. Maybe there's a way to get a merge conflict. So how can we do that? I'll say cleared by Max. So I'm going to make this commit, right? But then Farhan was working and he didn't notice that I was clearing the README. So Farhan, go ahead and you cleared by Farhan in the README. You can say that. Yeah. And try to save and make this commit. Okay, and then do a pull request. Yeah, so we can use the contribute. Yep. Oh, wait, what? Didn't you just make a commit to here? Or no? Yeah. Oh. Okay, go back to your code. It's saying you're behind me. So what do you do to grab my code? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So now when we try to pull it in, click on I'm confused now. I thought in my README I said cleared by Max.
Does he need to pull the upstream again?
Oh, he didn't save it. I think. Hold on. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, just make that change and then save it. Save it. Yeah. Okay, commit that. Okay, he made that change to his. Okay, fine, yeah. So go to do a poll PR now for your code. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Let me turn on screen share. Screen one. Okay, and maybe before I had a chance to approve his pull request, let me do another commit. I'm just trying to get a merge conflict, but I don't know. I'm having trouble. What am I doing? Commit. I'm having trouble recreating one. So let me commit cleared by Max 2. And then let's go over to my PRs. Good. There we go. This is what I wanted. So sometimes you'll see this, right? This branch has conflicts that must be resolved. So what we can do is just click resolve conflicts. And you make this look the way you want. So whatever you want to do is fine. And then we can mark as resolved and commit. Yeah, and then we're good. So sometimes you'll see merge conflicts, and you can either do this in GitHub or in VS Code. But it's the same idea, right? You change the code how you want it, and then you just make another commit. That's how you resolve a merge conflict. Maybe your first one, call me in too, if it feels weird. Okay. That is all I wanted to show you. Any questions on all of that flow? Okay. Let me open up your rooms.